So this is my bedroom, and this is my living room. Here are the controllers. This is my recording studio that can turn into a laggy ass freaking like living room or something. I don't really know. So let's turn this back and once again go over to the Switch. This is just a little bit of a speedy ass walkthrough of this. Okay, so one thing that we can do is go in here throughout this. Pretty awesome. Then we have the sensor which alerts you if anyone is at the door. Then this auto closes so you can stay in this little safe room forever, which is awesome. A little bit of an extra exit here so we can go through here, which is basically all the controllers here that there are now two more of. And then another little thing, which is this thing that you guys saw before but you don't see now, because I'm most likely going to use this clip at the beginning of the video to show you this that I completely failed. Hello everyone and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Now I have expanded on the base and I've done quite a lot of it, and I've expanded it with your ideas. Now just because your idea is not in here doesn't mean that I'm not going to feature it. Just like that turtle thing that someone really wanted me to build, don't worry, I'm gonna see about that turtle. And now we're falling down, so I have a Danish flag. That is one of the things that you guys have requested, and well, a few of you guys wanted it, so I said yes, of course. Why would I not want a Danish flag in this game? And when I say that there's a risk of falling objects, I am not kidding. Check this out. I mean, it's best you don't ask, because I honestly don't have an answer for it, but I have dropped so many things in the process of building stuff up there. As you can see, it also looks a little bit more fleshed out now. There's some solidity to it in a way. I don't know if that's the word. I don't know if that even is a word, but I have a whole bunch of blocks down here that I really want to get rid of, so I'm just going to erase them. And so everything was removed. Now, over here, there's a little thing that I also like to explain. This here is a failed attempt, which is very important to say, of basically making a easier method of building these poles here, and I just wanted this to go up slowly while I would have to stand on the edge here and build the pole up straight, so I wouldn't have to, well, basically do this and then build poles on top of that to get up, because I hate that process. I cannot tell you how many processes of that I have been doing in the last like 1.5 days. It's amazing. It's uncanny how many freaking times I've tried to build up poles. So let's hop on into the lift again, and here is sort of also where I have tried to expand a little bit upon the lift. You can see the small bearings out there, I guess that's the name, and there was supposed to be some wheels on there, but they were actually catching on to these metal poles that I have also put on. This is what I'm talking about when I say a lot of jumping. Like, if you can see all the way up there, that is that's a lot of jumping on 4 times, and I had to make sure that it would go in there absolutely straight. It did, luckily, which is something that I'm completely grateful for. That over there, however, that's another story, but I'm not going to go into that at the moment. So press 1, and here we go. I just love this Denmark flag. Okay, yeah, and it stopped. That's kind of also another problem that I had, is that the corners here are scraping against the metal poles, so they're doing more harm than they're doing good, which is something I'm going to have to take a look at. But for now, I want to show you guys what I have built with your ideas. So here we are. Let's just jump off and, of course, activate the save switch, then kill the motors. Yes, the motors, this is the correct word. And let's check out the base. So the first thing you see is obviously the colors here that have been well colored in, and it has happened to the door and to the floor. And we also have some other things in here, like for instance a little carpet here, which is fleshing out both living room and bedroom, which is a really nice detail in my opinion. I just noticed that we missed a little area here. There we go, that's better. And these buttons here are also color coded, so I have quite a few controllers now, and I would like to keep them separate. So over here is the green one, which is responsible for the front door. Then we have the red one, which is responsible for this in here. And I was just talking a little bit about the carpet, and here is the other side of the bedroom, or basically the bedroom. As you can see, I have fleshed out the bed way more than it was before, so it's a little bit prettier to look at. Basically a complete overhaul of that. I've also colored in the table, gotten a plant, and well, a little rubber ducky on my desk here, along with some other plants, so it looks a little bit nicer. What I have not done though is to make the foldable roof that's gonna clap over this. That is coming in a later episode. However, I had some issues with it, with this metal here, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. And a quick little thing that I want to note out before I go any further in this episode. One of my viewers at the stream recently told me that he had a lung condition. His name is Terrace, and I hope that you don't mind me telling everyone this, Terrace, if you're watching. So what I have done here, and Please let me know if you would like something else to be done, but what I have done here is put a little rubber ducky, which is Darius the ducky. So this one is going to be representing Darius in the Skybase. And just a little extra thing that I noticed, there's an unevenness in this carpet here. So I'm gonna try to fix that, and the way that I would do that is basically just delete the color. I'm not deleting the blocks because, well, it would be kind of wonky and a bit uneven, I think. Let me just color this in, and that piece is still a part of the transforming thing, so I'm just gonna... Yes, that still works absolutely amazing. Well, it wouldn't really have changed because I was only changing the color, but let's move on to some other parts of the base, because in here, oh, I have something amazing. So this switch here was red before, but now it is green because I have hidden something in here that I didn't really want you guys to see when we first entered. So this is my other living room, kind of, where I can kick back, and also the frame rate is going to start dying here. It's going to get fixed in a second, and I'll show you how. But here's another carpet. Here's a little couch that is also kind of fleshed out. I kept the golden corner style with dark wood from the bed in there and the dark mattress, so that is basically a copy of that. And a little cactus here to keep us company, and a giant freaking TV, because why not? So to change the room and completely fix my frame rate, we're gonna do this. Yes, check that out. That's amazing. And I love how this is actually kind of, I thought it would be a little recording studio in a way, so that I could make a little screen here and everything. Actually, I kind of want to do that right now. So I think the concrete block would be the best kind of texture to do that with. Now I got the base of it ready. So all I got to do is that there. And hang on. I just need the other side as well. And is that good enough? Is that... It's kind of primitive, but I guess it'll have to do. So I am going to color this black, obviously, because it has to be a screen. Or maybe it could be a lit up screen. I don't really know. That is questionable in a way. So yeah, that's the screen that I'm gonna have to put up here. But I wonder if the transformation of the room is still gonna work. So let's see. Yes, it does. It completely fits. That's amazing. And once I flip it back to... oh, beautiful. So this is the question. What is this door all about? Is this just like a mystery door that's here? Or is there something else to it? Well, there is something else to it. If I go onto this little button here, we can then open it. And that's not really that much, to be honest. Yeah, like I said, not much. It is just basically a maintenance room. We have some spare things and everything. So there's not really much to it. We once again have some spare paper rolls over here. And the TV backside, which we can also, of course, once we completely piss on the frame rate, can flip around to make a shelf indoors. Now, here's where it gets kind of weird. We have these things to be set upside down, because otherwise it doesn't really fit on the other side. But then you can do this. You can basically just close the door. So you open that, and a little sound will appear. I don't really know where that is. Or maybe I do. Obviously I do. But yeah, this little sensor here triggers a little sound that, well, we're going to have to take a look at in just a second. First off, is there anything wrong with this picture right here? Like anything? Is there anything wrong other than the FOV? Is there anything wrong? I'm just going to reveal it. Here it is. We have two switches up here, and this is where it gets exciting. Someone told me in the third idea that I'm going to sort of implement here, and I'll tell you why it's only sort of as of yet, because someone told me to make a spy exit, like an elevator that I could use in... okay, I actually have to fix the frame rate because that is horrible to look at, so there we go. Ah, thank God, much better. But they told me to make a spy exit, so does anything seem out of the ordinary here other than these small lines up here that you can clearly see because, well, everything is fucked up? Anything? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to show you guys. So first off, there is obviously those lines up there that you guys saw, which is this. So you have a little safe room here, and it also has automatic closing. So once you are locked in here, you are not locked in here for life. That's very important to know, but you are in fact locked in here. And this was a little table that I never finished. So, well, what better time to do that than now? And also, this is the little thing that is generating the sound once that sensor is being activated by the door hitting up. So if you're in here, then you can hear someone that is out there. And once you would want to exit this place, you simply do this. There are secret trapdoors all over the place in this thing, but that is not the only part to the back room. There's another completely insane part to it, and I just cannot wait to show you guys. It is amazing. Okay, so I cannot close that door right now because otherwise the frame rate is just gonna start dropping. And here is where I had some problems. The second thing is this switch up here, which does that. And as you can see, I have problems. This is, whoa, okay, I'm hopping a little bit. So that is auto shutting off kind of, and that's kind of bad because now I have no way of getting up. So let's jump over here. Okay, and this is a little lift that I was sort of making before everything went wrong. I have some footage of it, but I was testing it out, so I have no voice of it. I'm gonna try to pull it up on the screen for you here. So I had some problems when I was building this large beam here, and I basically just wanted it to go as far as possible. For those of you who are wondering what was gonna happen to the base, then I believe that we can see it here actually, like the very first base that we built. So that's gonna be an emergency elevator at the end of this railway that I'm going to shoot down from, which is what you suggested in the comments. But I figured, why not expand upon the idea of actually building this little railway that you would have to travel in, and at the same time a secret door trap right here. But what I really like here is that you can go down and basically see everything that is kind of hidden from eyesight in the normal view. So maybe I'm gonna have to shut this off with a metal wall here. Not too sure, but then again, it would be nice to have a little maintenance area below the house. I think my way of getting out of here is gonna be this, which is something that I also did before. This is still in the testing phase. Like I said, I'm not completely done. And it's also kind of a question of how much my computer can actually take before everything kind of crashes, because the frame rate is dipping kind of a lot when I at least activate all the stuff up there. I am so tired of building these poles, but I'm finally here, thank God. Okay, so let's just hop on over here. Whoa, okay, so yeah, I thought that the wall here that was going to expand and basically clap over the living room as a roof, that when it would turn into a bedroom, that would come from this wall over here, this little side wall here. And I was gonna have to figure out how to do that, because as I mentioned before, this little metal wall over here that I'm just gonna take a look at over here is the safe room. Oh yeah, also, holy shit, we're on a terrace. Yeah, I have a terrace here, which is something that I built. So let me just explain this area a little bit. So I was thinking that this would be a little barbecue area that we could all have a party at once you guys visit me in multiplayer sometimes. That would be kind of cool to have in a stream actually. Let's see if we can make that happen. And over here is my little zen area. This is something that I needed because I didn't think that there was nearly enough green in this game. So I have a little plant area along with some other kind of plant boxes that are currently seeding or whatever, or sprouting or whatever the hell that is, and a few more boxes here, and basically a wooden finish with all of these boxes around the side. So it's a little interesting sort of relaxing environment that I can just sit here, enjoy the plants, and not worry about all the mechanical stuff. So this is my bedroom, and this is my living room. Here are the controllers. This is my recording studio that can turn into a laggy ass freaking like living room or something. I don't really know. So let's turn this back and once again go over to the switch. This is just a little bit of a speedy ass walkthrough of this. Okay, so one thing that we can do is go in here throughout this. Pretty awesome. Then we have the sensor which alerts you if anyone is at the door. Then this auto closes so you can stay in this little safe room forever, which is awesome. A little bit of an extra exit here so we can go through here, which is basically all the controllers here that there are now two more of. And then another little thing, which is this thing that you guys saw before but you don't see now, because I'm most likely going to use this clip at the beginning of the video to show you this that I completely failed. Okay, and I just fucking fell down. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that, whoa, okay. I fell through the, yeah, okay. Oh, gee, okay, right. I got respawned up here. Thank you so much for that. Another little thing that I was trying to, well, to do is this here. So it's kind of unfinished, but this is the stairway down from the helipad, basically. Also, someone mentioned the stairway to heaven. That's gonna be like a big freaking project, but maybe I can make that happen in another world, because if these things get too big, like the base up here, that may start to lag out my entire game and crash my game and whatnot, so I don't want that to happen. So maybe instead in the future we should start looking into some of the more unique to a world creations, if you will. Okay, so let's talk elevator problems. There are two things. One, I don't have more of them. I only have this, meaning that if this elevator is attached to the safety mechanism up here and I fall down, there are no other way to get up other than to simply start doing this again, and I don't want that to happen. Second thing is I needed an elevator for vehicles, which is something that you guys suggested to me as well, and I started to build here when I realized this space isn't probably big enough, which is also why I built that pole building technology thing down there, which is really weird. And Speaking of pole building technology, someone wanted me to make a giant freaking pink dildo hanging downwards. That is not gonna happen. So what I would do when I would come up here and work on the base, because I was basically in hazard of falling down all the time, was that I would go back here. I built a little staircase for myself so that I can go up here, and once you just fit into the corner perfectly, then you can hit the switch. You can just hit the switch, which is responsible for the safety mechanism, and at any point, this should start... What the hell? Okay, I see it falling down there. Okay, alright, so it is falling through. It just took a little while. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there. Maybe it's the flag and the suspension kind of bugging out a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely not a big problem because it was still falling down. So what I would do there is that I would let it fall down like that because it would go up there, and then I would still have a way to get up here once I fell down. So that's pretty much the extension of the base as of right now. I'm really hoping that you guys are not disappointed that I couldn't get too much in, and it doesn't look like this took like 1.5 days, but guys, I have been trying a few things that it definitely failed, but I think I actually got the detail down pretty good. I mean, obviously the terrace up here can still be, or the terrace can still be fleshed out a bit more, but I love the little vegetative area here. I could probably still use a bit more plants or something here, but still, this is the new extension to the base, and we're gonna keep on building on the base. And if any of you guys want to send me any creations, then I've heard that you can do that as well, so I'm going to look into that and see what I can do. But until next time, thank you everyone so much for watching some more Scrap Mechanic. Once again, I hope that you enjoyed the base extension, and well, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.